shower.
Sensational here early on. That last catch going to put him up over 100 yards receiving already in this first half of play. And it's caught.
I'm in. Let's go.
Dalton Kincaid.
And
And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Open man downfield. It's Naylor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Faking the give. Darnold. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Addison hauls it in. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. A give to Jones. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Darnold. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Oliver able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. From the 50, it's Darnold. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my height.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
My fucking thing. Stay on.
yards and the touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now out comes Minnesota. The last series for him, a little disappointing. Forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Fighting to stay upright. Oh, Darnold loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll stop him at the 1
Yo, 8.
Small consolation there following the turnover. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game is.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bills have got it on cruise control.
And this is something right out of Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Darnold from the gun. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Can we talk about how bro like jumped?
Back to throw, Darnold. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Fielded just inside the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. And this will be caught at the 30.
Why did you fall? Why did you fall? That man straight up dropped the ball.
as they're down to the 29-yard line. Allen going to throw. The throw here right sideline falls.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Shakir holds it in. And this is going to turn into another foot. The tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Allen to throw once more. And it's incomplete.
He dropped the ball.
Doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. 2nd and 10. Motion man is Shakir. Throwing now is Allen. That is
No way. Yo. Nah. I still find it crazy. How did bro recover that ball? That is some tactical.
3 first-half touchdowns, and the Bills are pouring it on. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Back where they started.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The give is to Jones. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills extend their lead yet again. And that last touchdown pass not only put 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game. Here now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flag. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful.
What did you want from him? To live? No, you're not living.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Bam!
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
I'm honestly just testing it all out.
Well, you don't see that often. He just missed it.
I'm going to just pick random.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly miss hit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing it keeps the entire
Wait, I know how to hurdle now.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's got his receiver, Cooper.
Hurdle back.
And he'll be corralled well off around the 40-yard line.
I think I gotta, like... How do I start fights in this game? How do I punch people?
To throw, it's Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now Allen again. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's
and that hit the fucking
incomplete.
rack.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Honey, you thought the
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
That's not intercepted.
Fires one incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
From the gun, it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Now Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills just continue to roll.
and they're gone.
And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone...
You're gonna have a
record,
winner.
but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
It's Master Wu.
Touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Long before time had a name.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Play action. It's Darnold. Completes this to Addison out left.
No, what if I dived as he was catching the ball? He would have turned.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
He has been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he...
Well, obviously you're scaring him. And here's another thing. It's not even the game itself that's nostalgic, right? I don't give a fuck about the game. And I'll have the same take for Fortnite.
Coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The Bills offense and the veteran Amari Cooper getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen now looks to throw. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys.
He's got a man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Amari Cooper on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills have got it on cruise control. Now for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Darnold now to throw. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Now Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
All the play.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Allen following a fumble recovery. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A final shot before half for Allen. And caught by Cooper for a Bills touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. And that touchdown, his 5th touchdown grab of the game, and that ties him with Jerry Rice from 1990, Kellen Winslow Sr. from 1981, and Bob Shaw back in 1950. For the most receiving touchdowns in a single NFL contest. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's in.
Yo, I'm gonna say
Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The Bills were led in the first half by their all-world quarterback, Josh Allen. He had a half of the 8, touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month-worth of touchdowns.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
I don't see any of the bugs. I think they're too scared to come in tonight. Yep. I think after I killed I killed too many of them. They got scared. We are really
Bills
back.
come to the line to start their next drive.
Blowout.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
To the air, Allen. And oh, that nearly their first.
You know, for one of the greatest
But it falls down to the ground incomplete.
The greatest, the best quarterback.
So now
in this
second
game.
and
Actually, no, you're not.
completion on first down.
For the worst quarterback.
And they'll
in the
send the
game,
slot
you're
in
gonna
motion left. Now Allen.
I mean, your team is losing.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
So about like
Here's Allen.
34 minutes into the stream.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Amari Cooper, 53 yards. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Yet another trip to the end zone, and that last one, a bit of history. He has now broken the NFL record for most receiving touchdowns in a single game. And now it is official. That last catch is going to vault and pass Flipper Anderson's mark of 336 receiving yards in one game. It's a record, folks, that has stood since 1989, but it has now been broken. Bass on for the extra point.
And all of a sudden, it can come uphill as they go to bed, flip, and then,
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
They're playing 7 Nation Army fucking again.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
For over almost 3 hours because I had to like shower.
And he takes this near the 25,
Actually,
just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Like,
The Vikings offense and Sam Darnold headed back out there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Back to throw, Darnold. And that one incomplete.
I don't even call that a
penalty
PI.
flag coming in late. That might be PI.
what?
So the contact came before the ball got there.
Where?
And the flag is thrown.
Timing is
Where?
everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover.
Where was
these
the
great
PI at?
receivers.
Where? Where was it? Where was the PI at?
Control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
After the penalty, it's Jones. We'll get this up to about the 44.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
To Jefferson on the slant. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome.
He has,
but
like,
completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. so that short gain on first down quickly negated. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Probably the last part, because I ain't gonna.
Here's Darnold.
I'm gonna text her while the game is on.
Dancing to his left. The ball comes out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
Everyone was like,
just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there. Someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Amari Cooper, 62 yards. And the Bills are pouring it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
I think a lot of them I killed.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. They certainly made quick work on your centric quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
At this point, we might as well let them score. Or else we might be called fucking cheaters.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football.
And every game that's ever been played,
they're not going to come back.
All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back.
If you like intercepted the ball, that would have been a hella interception. They ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna let them.
And
they're not gonna make that shit.
It's no good, and they will remain well behind. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
We have a sprinkler system.
And their big play wide out, getting ready to get back to work.